Hello and welcome to this video and this series of videos on the HR challenge and a 4-part winning strategy to help you with this. Now this series of videos and the workbooks that are associated with it, they came from conversations that we've had over the last while with HR professionals in our networks, and we've asked them what were the problems they're faced with right now, and they came up with 4 main areas that they need help in. And what we've tried to do is develop a model, an integrated model to address these 4 areas, but a holistic model that one area, as you work on it, builds for the second, builds for the third, builds for the fourth. So each one, if you wish, is working off the work that's done before. They're not sort of standalone, they're one integrated strategy. And you can see here on the mind map in front of you that we've identified 4 areas that HR professionals tell us they find a major challenge in today's world. So the first one is finding talent. How do you actually find good people? The right people for the right jobs, for the culture, for the organization. How do you find them? And we are proposing strategies for each one of these 4 things. So we're going to propose a recruitment strategy. The second one that people, HR professionals have raised with us is keeping talent. Having found the people and onboarded them, how do you actually keep them? So this need for an engagement strategy, so they're happy doing what they're doing, they're happy in their jobs, they're happy in the organization, they're fully engaged, contributing, and so on. And the third element is how do you develop this talent? So an L&D strategy, a learning and development strategy. How do you develop this talent for now and for the future for maximum performance? And that brings us into the 4th element of the challenge, managing talent performance and development of a performance management strategy. So this is an integrated model, and you'll find as I walk through it with you over the next number of videos that each part is a prerequisite, if you wish, for the piece that comes afterwards. So 1 is prerequisite for 2 and so on. And you'll also find there's a common theme running throughout the whole process. So if you start with the whole recruitment strategy of finding the right talent, and by the way, the recruitment strategy doesn't necessarily mean just external recruitment. It can mean succession plan and internal recruitment. If you start there and you build from there, you'll see there's a sequence and a process that makes a lot of sense. Now I want you to imagine this as a clothes rail in a store. And imagine you go to a shop and there's a clothes rail there in front of you in the shop. And on that clothes rail, you know the way we normally see clothes marked large, medium, small, and so on. Well, imagine on the clothes rail there's a series of hangers. Some are called your recruitment strategy. Some are called your engagement strategy. Some are called your L&D strategy, and some are called your performance management strategy. So you have all these hangers, and what we're going to do is we're going to hang bits and pieces on these hangers. The idea is that you use them all, but you use them all in ways that make most sense for you, where your priorities are right now, but that you see it as an integrated whole. And you can mix and match the various pieces as you would an outfit. You can mix and match various pieces to create what you want, but fundamentally it is a system. So without any further ado, let's get rocking and rolling and jump into the modules proper. And I would say to you that there's a workbook that's associated with each one of these modules. So there's 4 workbooks, 1 for each of these modules, and they are integrated workbooks. And within them there is a series of hyperlinks that link you to other resources that you will require as you go through this process. And my final comment, just before we launch into it, is that this is designed to be simple. Now, like all things that are simple, it's not easy. It requires a certain intellectual investment in understanding the process. But once you understand the process, you'll realize it's a super simple process. And it's based on rock solid research and rock solid science. So it's not something that we made up last week. It's really solid, and it works. It's used in many organizations with great success. So without any further ado, let's go.